No matter the location or the event, one thing is for certain: you can always find a random Souths jumper with a cardinal and myrtle proudly representing the Rabbitohs. Now, you'll even be able to find Souths being represented in the world of crypto. The South Sydney Rabbitohs have signed an exclusive 3-year deal with Sportemon Go, also known as SGO. The deal could see the Rabbitohs become Australia's first sporting club to adopt and release a selection of digital assets via NFTs or non-fungible tokens, and a dedicated fan token program including digital collections, memorabilia and augmented reality activities, with a view to kicking off the collectibles in early 2022. NFTs utilise blockchain technology that essentially embeds a unique code into an item, authenticating it as a one-of-a-kind status. This development brings South Sydney in line with some of the world's biggest sporting clubs, including Paris Saint-Germain with their PSG coin, AC Milan, Everton and many more. As recently as last week, the NBA similarly signed a 3-year deal with crypto exchange platform Binance for the development of NFTs and fan tokens. South Sydney's deal with Sportemon Go will see the blockchain platform recognised as an associate partner and referred to as the official NFT collectible and fan token partner of the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and will allow for the likes of Latrell Mitchell, Damien Cook and Cody Walker to not only tear it up on the field but also add to the scorching hot NFT marketplace.